Well, hey there. That's a lot of lights, isn't it? So this is the area that we have been making music in. We've been doing little concerts for the coronavirus, for the kittens, the tiny chickachees. And today I just wanted to show, like, this is the webcam we're using on this little swivel board that we put together. It's all stuff we didn't leave the house. This is all stuff we put together on zero budget. So this lamp originally was a very bright 120 volt lamp. You can see here it's got a DC plug. It runs on a power supply. So this was a bulb I got from Salvation Army or Goodwill. It's a 12 volt LED bulb, and we're using 3 pieces of wax paper to diffuse that lamp. So this runs quite a bit cooler than the original lamp and uses way less electricity. Same thing with this very super bright LED. It's got 9 LED units in it with a couple of 3 pieces of wax paper to tame that or diffuse that lamp a little bit. And we have the swivel board here that we put together that kind of just to get the perfect angle for the webcam that we're using. And then a diffuser on an LED lamp that was made out of a windshield washer solvent plastic bottle. Another bulb, this lamp had failed, it was an LED bulb. So we put our own LED bulb, a much larger one in, and also a larger power supply. So coming off of the bottom of the clip lamp, that little plug, we put a little larger plug. It was 12 volt, 400 milliamp, what was on here. And the bulb calls for 0.7. So that was 700 milliamp. And then this is another piece of the plastic from the windshield washer solvent bottle working as a diffuser. Another wax paper diffuser. Here's a diffusion piece, one-way diffuser that is again the plastic from the windshield washer solvent bottle. Our old mono mixer, the MP3 player that plays the MP3 tracks with a little mirror to let me know if it's running or stalled in pause mode. Here is the rest of the plastic from the windshield washer solvent bottle with a LED bulb behind it, diffusing. 150 watt halogen bulb. This is a real bright, real hot one. That's the only halogen we use, and normally I have this board that sits over here, and we'll clip that lamp on here and wedge it up in here, and that will move the lamp back a little bit. I got a master switch for some of these lights are on one breaker, so they can be turned off with one click. And then we get to, well, the main meat of it is, here's the webcam, and we've got this mono mixer up here that feeds to this monitor speaker. So if it's early, later on we switch over and use headphones so we don't bother the neighbors. And here's the room mic. This is an expensive microphone in a inexpensive, just kind of screwed that in there, one screw, and there you go. So that USB goes over to the computer. There's a USB on this mixer that we paid $29 for this used last year. It's a mono price, real cheap mixer that just sounds fantastic. And it has a USB out. It also has a regular output. So that regular analog stereo output goes into this splitter box, which is a multiple headphone. There's 6 jacks. When you would have 6 people listening to one thing, maybe in school, I don't know. It's the Hamilton. We paid $2.99 for it at a Goodwill. It's got a spot for you plug a Walkman or a MP3 in there. We just run a cable in there, so there's a couple of pairs of headphones for us to wear. My wife's pair of headphones has an attenuator of its own little private volume control to tune down, it's too loud. And mine has an active amplifier booster that runs a single battery to make it louder. So as you can see, ebony and ivory. Now here's her controls for that controls these 2 jacks for the homemade MP3 player. That MP3 board we got for $1.99, or might have been $3.99 because that one has a remote. But I built that into a box. That's a flashlight box from a BMW. And then this is a homemade switch box that I built that rewind and fast forward for the drum tracks. And this is play or pause. The only thing with that switch is it's kind of loud. So that's our setup. We got the headphones, we got to monitor with, we got this mic, which is a pretty good quality mic that goes USB in. We got USB stereo mix from the band setup, which my wife's playing through that red box. She's got four different sounds she uses maybe on that for her bass guitar. I'm playing through this blue, that Zoom. That's the only effect that I use. It's got everything built in on it. So we got a cable running from over there into this mixer. And then basically, like I said, there's a USB cable coming from this Logitech camera going to the computer. Another USB from the mixer with the stereo feed. And then another USB from this blue mic for when we talk. And all of that gets mixed together in software called Open Broadcast Software. So that's the setup with all the lights turned on. It does get a little warm in here, but because most of them are LED, it's very tolerable. So if you've never heard what we do, it's pretty much original music. It's basic, simple, rockish instrumental stuff. I'm not a talented guitar player, but I love to make music. My wife plays bass. I play guitar. We use these beats, like this is one. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, you can check out our, oh yeah, I forgot to mention I put little sound effects in there to keep it interesting. There's no singing, so. Well, we've got a new one. The last concert we put up is all cover tunes. So there's 6 or 7 covers on there. One of them has vocals on it. And it's the original vocals from the album, which is fun. Oh, there's a donkey. This song's about a donkey. So, yeah, you never know what you're going to get with the sound effects. Anyway, that was our setup. I can't wait to get going on the next free concert for coronavirus. Concert for Geetons, for the tiny chickachees to save the little ones. Make sure you buy those Temptations brand treats for your beloved chickachees. And we'll see you guys soon. Peace.